Hey there, I'm Stefanie Flaxman. I've been a writer and editor for 20 years, and I have more than 200 videos on YouTube that help you live and work like a writer. That is a lot of videos, so let me curate my best advice for you. You can now sign up for free exclusive updates at stefanieflaxman.com. I'll send you my top tips for new writers, plus other advice that works best in email rather than audio or video. It would be my pleasure to meet you at your inbox as your new writer consultant. Ready to join the club? Go to stefanieflaxman.com to sign up for free. And remember, I spell Stephanie with an F, not a PH. The proper spelling is on your screen right now. That is stefanieflaxman.com. I will see you there. Happy Monday if you are listening in real time. And if you're not listening in real time and you would like to, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. I post new episodes of this podcast every weekday, so you could be listening in real time and join me on this happy Monday. The topic I'm talking about today is writing samples again. My last episode was about writing samples, but today I wanted to get into what makes a good writing sample, which, as you can imagine, is a little hard to pinpoint because there are so many different industries that are going to be looking for different types of things that they want in writers and in a writer's writing sample. But as you build your writing portfolio, there are going to be tried and true things, no matter what industry you're in or in most industries, that will help you stand out. So I have 3 things that you are going to want to make sure your writing samples have. And I think the most important thing is actually in the third tip, but all the tips build on each other as they do when I give tips. So make sure to listen to the third bit of advice that I'm about to give. So the first thing that you want to look for, or you want to make sure your writing samples have, is that they show your writing skill. They need to show that you're a good writer, and this is very obvious, probably. This is probably the one that you could have guessed. They need to show that you can grab a reader immediately with your headline and your introduction, and that you have something interesting to say that is going to keep a reader reading, and that as the reader goes through your text, they're going to be able to follow you every second of the way. You're a professional writer who knows how to structure an article to guide a reader through every point you're making and really keep them in the world that you have created with your writing. That also means you know how to cut out tangents that go beyond the scope of a certain article, so that your writing is really tight, it's really focused, and it's really focused on the reader's experience and you being right there with them, guiding them along every step of the way. And skilled writers know how to do that. Skilled writers don't write articles that readers go, I've heard this before. I can't really follow along what they're saying. I'm confused. If you confuse, you lose. And I made that up on the spot right now, but I've been talking about that idea for a really long time. So professional writers with professional skill sets know how to be crystal clear, and their writing samples demonstrate that to the person that they're showing their writing samples to, whether it's a hiring manager, an editor, someone who is looking to hire them to do writing. Could be a client if you are a freelance writer. So make sure you have professional level writing skills in your writing samples. The second tip is that you know how to research and then add in your own creativity. If you're writing samples, even if you're a very good writer, you have no typos, You don't go on tangents. But if your writing looks exactly like a Wikipedia article that happens to be properly written also, or every other article on that topic that you can find online looks like your piece of writing, you're not going to stand out as the strongest candidate for someone who wants to hire you. They have to see that you know how to research a topic and make new connections that other writers haven't. And that's where your creativity comes in. So you do a lot of research. You know how to go through data. You know how to go through your topic in a systematic way and look for holes that other people don't talk about. And then you add your creativity, your own creative perspective to present that information that really grabs the reader and makes them think, I've never read anything like this before. I haven't heard about this topic this way. I'm going to keep reading. So you can already see how 1 and 2, my first tip and the second tip, work together, because your proper writer skills only take you so far. What hooks a reader is with unique information that they have not seen elsewhere. So they want to keep reading your article because it is specific to your point of view. Now, I'm the first one to say that everything's been said and you don't need to reinvent the wheel, because everything has been said. There's nothing too special about any topic. We've come a long way in history. People have written about a lot of things. So it's not inventing something that hasn't been done before. It's putting a new angle on it. It's putting a new perspective and showing your own take on an existing topic. And the best way to show your take on an existing topic is to do research so that you have an argument to back up whatever perspective, whatever claim you're making. So Great Writing Samples have done a lot of new research. They've made new creative connections, and they present that material in a professional, focused, structured way that creates a professional looking writing sample. And the third tip that brings it all together is that most people who are going to hire you to do writing want a return on their investment in you. So what does that look like? If they hire you to do writing for them, they want to bring in the same amount of money, probably more money than what they pay you, so that their investment in your writing pays for itself. If they pay you $300 to write an article, they want to make at least $300 more. Let's say they probably want to make at least $500 more, so that the money that they paid you pays for itself, and then they still make a profit. In this case, they would make a $200 profit. No matter what industry you're in, most of the time, if someone is hiring you to do writing for them, they want a combination of that writing attracting new people to their business, and then that piece of writing could also convert new people. So there's always a business goal in mind. If someone wants to hire you, if someone wants to pay someone to do writing for them, there has to be some business goal in mind. And that's usually a combination of attracting prospects and converting them to customers with your writing. So if your writing doesn't say anything special, if you don't know the audience of the niche that you're writing for, if you don't intimately know them, how are you going to attract them to read your article and then ultimately convert them? I know this is very general because every industry is different and the exact business goals are going to vary. But the idea to keep in mind is when you're crafting writing samples, you need to show that someone's investment in you is going to make them a profit in the long run. And then this is really bringing all the tips together. You write professional quality writing, you know how to do research and add the creative elements that are going to keep readers glued to your article because it's a new perspective that makes them interested in what you're saying, and that all of the attraction that you have put the attraction that is, no, I'm going to start over. I think I'm mixing up. I'm mixing up words. You want to attract people to a publication or a business so that they take an action to do business with that business. And editors or hiring managers or clients who hire you want to see that you intimately know the audience that they are trying to attract and convert, because then they are going to feel comfortable hiring you to do the type of writing that they need. And also that you are a better fit than the AI options that are out now too. And I have a whole video that you can check out, a past episode about how to make a company hire you over AI. So I won't get into that now, but these elements are what you should have in your writing samples so that you become the clear choice for a person who is looking to hire someone to do writing for their business or publication. That is it for today. If you want exclusive tips that I only share in email, make sure to go on over to stefanieflaxman.com and sign up for free. I will see you there and talk with you soon.